Hello everyone, welcome back to another daily US weather update. And before we start, make sure you subscribe and ring that notification bell to never miss the next weather update. So first, I want to start off again with just an overview of what's going to be happening in the US right now and just about today. So let's just jump right into that. So we do have storm warnings and gale warnings for parts of the northwest over here. Over there, we do have a lot of storm warnings, gale warnings, etc. for those very high waves and strong winds. Offshore, we have high wind warnings in effect over here, along with winter weather advisories for some of the mountain areas of California. And let's not forget about, we still have flood warnings or river flood warnings in effect for just about from Ohio all the way down to Louisiana and Mississippi area. We definitely have a lot of alerts over there for floods, which there currently are still floods with at least a few inches of water above normally dry ground. We also have right here, we do have a risk for fog. Yes, dense fog advisory in effect for this area over here. So basically, we could be seeing dense fog in those areas, and a special weather statement over here for the dense fog. We also have small craft advisories extending from northern Maine all the way down the east coast to North Carolina. So definitely going to be careful because there's strong winds and that brings us higher waves. And also, taking a look at Hawaii, actually, we actually had a tsunami watch yesterday. Luckily, that has been brought down to a small craft advisory just for those waves and those winds offshore. But luckily, there's no longer a tsunami watch in effect. Another thing we have in California here is a high surf advisory along the coast over here. So definitely be careful if you're going to the beach. So now we're going to take a look at the current U.S. weather conditions around the United States. So here is the United States right now. We do have stronger winds in the northeast, about 20 mile per hour or so in the northeast from Pennsylvania into Maryland, Delaware, New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. You're all in those. You're all going to be getting those stronger winds. We also have a low pressure system currently over Texas and Oklahoma, which is bringing decently strong winds, about 27 mile per hour winds, and those are just sustained winds. So one, that could be helping the wildfire potential, and two, that could even cause some slight damage. Going over to the wind gusts, northeast, we still have some pockets of areas with very strong wind gusts, especially in parts of New Hampshire, Vermont, New York, and Pennsylvania, and Maine. Those states are where those very strong wind gusts are most potent. We do have more strong wind gusts from this low pressure system over Texas and New Mexico. These wind gusts definitely pretty strong, so definitely maybe take in those outdoor furniture so they don't blow around. Here are the current U.S. temperatures right now, and it does look like the Northeast is definitely below average right now. Likely below average. While the Southeast is a little bit, it's quite warm. Most of the U.S., I don't know, it's kind of chilly for most of the U.S., especially parts of the Southeast. Although once you get to South Florida, it does warm up, so that's good. Our current humidity in the U.S., it's looking quite dry for a lot of the U.S. Another concern is in Texas, it's very dry, and that again can help with those wildfires. Here's our current cloud cover around the U.S. right now. Yeah, definitely you could see that there is a lot of cloud cover, especially in the northeast from this low pressure system. A whole bunch of clouds in the southeast from that low pressure system. Another low pressure system off the west coast here, bringing even more clouds. So definitely interesting. Cape index right now low for just about the entire U.S. So I don't expect any severe thunderstorms at all to be happening right now or today. Here's the current U.S. pressure right now. And as you can see, most of the U.S. is above average except for the Northeast yet again. A lot of the Northeast still below average, but most of the U.S. is above average. And if we go over to our extreme forecast for winds, the highest chances of those extreme winds are in the Northeast, Texas, New Mexico, and the Northwest. And one more thing I would like to show is our current U.S. satellite. And this is basically what's going on around the U.S. This is the current clouds. Here's our visible satellite, and here's our infrared plus satellite. We have some slight convection in the northwest. And again, you can see that low pressure system up in Canada right now. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the future right now. So I would like to show everyone what's going to be happening in the next few days. Now, if anyone wants a more in-depth forecast of what's going to be happening in the next week or so, make sure you go check out our last video from yesterday, because we do go over a lot more of what's going to be happening in the future in that video. In this video, I'm just going to be showing just the storms that are going to be coming through the updated version. So again, if anyone wants that updated, or what am I saying? If anyone wants a more in-depth forecast and what's going to be happening, definitely check out the last video. And tomorrow we will also have another in-depth forecast, so definitely check back tomorrow for that. So here's what is going on right about now. Here we go, 1 p.m. This is about what's happening right now. We have that low pressure system again in the southeast over Texas, dropping a little rain, but not much, not enough to really quench that risk for wildfires. And in the west over here, we do have that a cold front moving through, which is actually outflow from another low pressure system. Brings snow to parts of Canada and mostly just rain to the U.S. And we also have a few more snow showers in the northeast U.S. That's about it right now. Going ahead in the future, it does look like that system over Texas right now will become a severe thunderstorm threat, possibly for parts of Florida and Louisiana and the southeast. Severe thunderstorms are definitely possible for these areas over here, and even parts of Louisiana. And if we continue into the future a bit, you can see there is definitely a chance of winter weather in those mountains in the central U.S. Doesn't look like anything too bad. Although once we go quite far out, once we hit about Saturday, March 13th, is when we start to see a risk of a rain-snow mix or freezing rain, or really just an ice storm potential up here. In the very northern U.S., we have a chance of an ice storm. It doesn't look as bad as originally, but we still do have a chance for a big ice storm for the U.S., so we will be watching that very closely. And you can see we do get moderate snow in parts of Maine. We also will be seeing this, a cold front moving through the U.S., probably moving in this general direction. Like this. So eventually it will possibly bring thunderstorms to parts of Florida and the southeast. And then once we go very far out as we can go, about the 15th, we do see another possible winter storm forming over here in the southeast, brings snow to northern Texas. And that is definitely going to be causing issues. And we could be seeing this head more to the south. We could be seeing this head more into the northeast. We could be seeing it head somewhere in the middle over here, or even more north. We'll see what happens with this system, because it's, again, way too far out to really get any picture of what's going to be happening. But we do have a chance of a winter storm in Texas this far out. Alright, well, I think I'm going to wrap up this video here. I would like to thank everyone for watching today's U.S. weather update. I'm sorry this one was a little bit shorter than the last ones. But yeah, make sure you check out the last video and tomorrow's video if you want a more in-depth forecast and what's going to be happening in the future. And again, shout out to Sebastian's Weather Channel for the weathermodels.com subscription, and go check out Liam's Weather on YouTube. And yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and stay safe.